you found out, Mum, by checking her phone, is that right?
Yeah.
So, because you do it regularly?
Yeah, we try to monitor it, as much as you can. We monitored her phone, and I checked it one time and found this horrible message and found out where it came from. It was a Facebook page called Tairāwhiti. It said that it was meant to be a site for constructive criticism. And then seeing that, this message, it's like, what the, who sent her this? And we couldn't actually find out because the site's anonymous.
We felt that we let her down because we should have been more onto it, realising that she couldn't have been on these platforms. She shouldn't have been on the platforms.
Yeah.
And that was our fault. But when we explained it to her, she understood it instantly and there was no drama. But because there's that enticement from her peers, I guess if I was a kid, I'd be the same. I would want to have a look, just being curious. And then before we knew it, she was getting a message like this. And I'm a school teacher, so I see it all the time at school. There's a lot of bullying, there's a lot of keyboard warriors, there's a lot of not people being held responsible for the way they treat their friends, or their parents don't control it, and it just becomes ridiculous.
Yeah, it just escalates.
Seeing it as a teacher, a lot of these children come from single parent families, or they don't have parents. They're with whānau, or they're with their grandparents. And so maybe it's an issue with how they feel about themselves, that classic bullying thing, they're trying to draw attention to themselves to make them feel better. So obviously there's a lot going on at home or in their environment they're living in that does compound this. They might be talked or treated like that at home, and it's just how they can release this tension or depression or whatever you like to call it. So I think it's a huge issue.
Now you guys did some research into what could possibly happen around eradicating the app itself.
The Tairāwhiti one. Yeah, no, I've messaged them. I've sent the message through that our daughter was messaged. I've had no response at all from them. I've also messaged that message to Facebook, and they said that it still fits in with their community standards, which is pretty crazy.
I've got a skateboard company called Nude, and they won't let me have the word nude in our search, but they let this platform be
a bully platform.
Daughter's reaction, have you guys talked to her about it, how it's affected her?
Yeah, she won't say too much about it, about how she feels about it, but I mean she understands why her phone's been taken away and how NetSafe, she understood what NetSafe explained to us, that a 12-year-old girl doesn't even need a phone, doesn't need to be on all these channels, and she got that. She got it. She's
pretty thick-skinned like her mother, so it's good off a duck's back for her, She's
she'd rather go horse riding any day.
Yeah. So
the outdoors.
She's just like, whatever. They said that, I don't care.
Yeah.
But obviously it would have hurt her a little bit, but her resilience is a beautiful thing.
Check what their gadgets they're on. Have a real good look at all these different ways of communicating with other people, and if there's anything there, bring it up, talk to your kid about it.
Don't let your kids turn into a robot and be stuck inside all the time on devices.
Just because it's easy, for the parents to.
And if you're worrying about it happening and your kids are too young, take the phone off them. They don't need it.